Despite playing in a small market, the Memphis Grizzlies were a marvel in the NBA during the 2010s. With characters like Zach Randolph and Tony Allen, and franchise pillars Mike Conley and Marc Gasol, the Grizzlies played an unconventional brand of basketball known as grit and grind. These Grizzlies teams were never elite offensively, and they were notoriously last or even bottom 5 in pace. However, their ruggedness and hustle always made them a tough out in the playoffs and even led them to a conference finals appearance in 2013. But, as you all know, nothing lasts forever, and the core of that Grizzlies team seemed to fade away with each passing year. Zach Randolph signed with the Kings, Tony Allen signed with the Pelicans, and even Marc Gasol was traded to the Raptors where he won a title. In actuality, this meant that franchise leader Mike Conley was the last of the grit and grind era still remaining with the team. But with Memphis getting the second pick in the draft lottery, it was only a matter of time before they ushered in a new era. Before we continue the video, be sure to leave a like on the video as each like only takes a second of your time but makes a massive difference for the channel. And if you end up enjoying the video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. With that being said, let's hop back into the video. Typically when teams rebuild, said franchises usher in change by going through some rough patches in hopes of getting premier talent in the draft. For some teams, this just ends up being a never-ending cycle where depths of mediocrity are further explored. But for others, that turnaround can happen in the twinkling of an eye. And this couldn't be more true for the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking at it from afar, trading away franchise cornerstones and building a new identity should have produced a team scrapping for 14th place in the Western Conference. But in 2020, the Grizzlies ended up hitting the ground running and made the play-in tournament in just Ja's rookie season, only narrowly missing the playoffs to the Portland Trail Blazers. On top of that, 2020 was evidently a stepping stone for this young Grizzlies team, as they were even better the following year. The Grizzlies not only made the play-in tournament in 2021, but made the playoffs by unexpectedly beating the Golden State Warriors at Chase Center. However, the Grizzlies have even taken a step further this season, as they're currently 4th in the Western Conference and have mustered very impressive wins along the way. Outside of the Nuggets, they're the only team to have won on the road against both Phoenix and Golden State. They won an improbable 10-2 in the games in which Ja missed, and they've solidified themselves as a team that no one wants to play. At the forefront of all of this is Ja Morant, who I already made a video on, so I'm not going to dwell on his play here. However, Ja has flat out been sensational and should without a doubt be an all-star this season. He's improved in every aspect of his game, especially his three-point shot where he's now shooting 38%. He's fearless at attacking the rim regardless of who's there, he steps up in big time moments when the lights are brightest, and he really does have superstar trajectory. Next up, we have to talk about a strong candidate for the Most Improved Player award, who is no other than Desmond Bane. Bane's stock fell in the 2020 draft because he was an older rookie, but everyone that declared him to be the steal of the draft have been proven right thus far. He's quite literally lighting it up anytime he's on the floor, averaging 17 points on 47% from the field, 42% from 3, and 94% from the free throw line. And let's not forget that he's more than capable of putting up big time performances too, as just 2 nights ago he lit up the Suns for 32 points on 55% from the field and 55% from 3. Other core contributors include Jaren Jackson Jr, an uber-talented big that unfortunately has dealt with injury issues that have compromised his time on the floor. However, even though he has struggled from the field thus far, he has played in 35 of 36 possible games and is valuable as a defensive presence and as a floor spacer. Alongside him is Dillon Brooks, who has struggled to stay on the floor this season due to injury, but when he's out there, he's proved to be a pest defensively, even giving guys like Steph Curry fits on the court. His shot selection can be questionable at times, and his three-point percentage is below league average, but he's still a valuable offensive player that can give you scoring in the high teens. Overall, this team has good depth, is well coached, and they're currently outplaying all expectations handed out to them prior to the season. Many people thought that this team would take a major slide, or some didn't even pick them to make the playoffs, since many people felt that they took a major step back with the Valanciunas trade, and since other teams in the West just got better. But 36 games in, they're 22-14 despite Ja missing 12 games, and are far ahead of where they should have been in just year 3 of the Ja Morant experience. They're fun, they're exciting, and it's only a matter of time that they get the national media attention that they rightfully deserve. With that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. You probably don't have a crystal ball on hand, but what I want you to do is comment down below what you feel about this Grizzlies team and what their ceiling might be. Are they potential dark horse contenders? Can they go on a similar run like the Hawks did last year? And also, what do you feel would be Ja Morant's ceiling? Lastly, I want to thank you guys for all the support for 2021. I'm nowhere near where I want to be with this channel, but it's due to support from you guys that I can continue to make the content that I do. And God willing, 2022 is going to be even better for this channel, so I hope you guys are there for the ride. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on the last video of 2021, and also feel free to subscribe for more content like this. I love you guys, hope to see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned. Happy New Year.
Oh, these hands are tired. Oh, this heart is tired. Oh, this soul is tired. But I'll keep on, I'll keep on, I'll keep on.